What's good, everybody? I am DJ Whippopatomus, and you are listening to WKNC 88.1 FM HD1 Raleigh. We are a student-run nonprofit radio station based at a North Carolina State University. Here with me today is Adam Sumner, a.k.a. Swayve, who is a local rapper based out of our very own NC State University. What's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Super happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you pulling up, for real. Last minute, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, real quick, introduce yourself to the people. Where you from, what you do, all that.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Adam Sumner. I come from Burlington, North Carolina, a super small town near Elon. That might be how you know of it.
Yeah.
It's about an hour from NC State.
Okay.
But, I've been hanging out there most of my life. I actually went to App State my freshman year and
for
then
real?
transferred here, but been loving it. Love Raleigh, love NCSU.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, you're actually the first student rapper that I've interviewed here, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know there's got to be a few more out there, so yeah. If any of y'all know any, if you know any, definitely let me know.
I can try and plug you for sure.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, just for context for our listeners, I met this guy in our arts business class. We're actually in that right now, and we've been working together on a few things. Shout out Dr. B.
Yeah, the boy, Dr. B. Let's go.
Dr. B's wild, man.
Dude, honestly, one of the smartest guys I've ever met, for real.
For real, he's clutch. Like, he's got the knowledge. It's crazy. He's got game. So, what are you studying?
I'm actually an art studies major with a music concentration, and then of course get an arts entrepreneurship minor with a business administration minor.
Tough.
So really just kind of trying to look to do anything in the music industry, like whatever field I end up in. You know, right now I'm kind of looking at live entertainment, working at a venue or doing booking, something like that.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I feel that. I'm kind of trying to go down a similar path, honestly, just with the events and entertainment, things like that.
Sure.
Yeah, so how long have you been making music?
Personally, I've been making music since freshman year of college. I started producing then with the homies, cooking up in the dorms, trying to have fun, you know?
Yeah, that's
And that was a great time, I love those days. And then just kind of started writing verses to my beats, just to, like try rapping out, see what that was like. And I just kind of fell in love with that and then kind of quit producing, got out of it because it wasn't as satisfying, I guess. But being able to just take my thoughts and poetically write a verse, it's just like there's nothing like that to me. So
yeah, and your bars are definitely poetic. Honestly, they're like one of the more poetic bars that I've listened to.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you used to produce too?
Yeah, a little bit. My very first project, "What a Time to Be Alive," that was all produced by me.
Oh wow, that's tough. Hell yeah. Yeah. How was that? Was that hard? Was that a lot of work?
Yeah, that's kind of what drew me away from was like if I spent all my time producing and rapping, like that's so much work. So I just kind of had to choose one at the end of the day. That's why I respect people like Saba and Mick Jenkins who like make a lot of their own beats too. And it's like, because I know that takes so much time and learning how to mix it and do all the audio engineering with all that. It's crazy. Yeah,
producing is growing, and producers really don't get enough credit, honestly.
Yeah, I have mad respect for all the producers out there. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my homie John Joseph. He's one of the closer friends I have that produces. He's produced some of the stuff I've dropped in the past, and also on the upcoming album, he's got some producer credits as well.
Where's he from?
He's also from Burlington. We went to high school together and stuff. And he's at App right now. So
word. Y'all still stay connected though. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. So, how did you come up with the name Swayve?
That's a good question, honestly. A lot of people say Swayve, which I don't understand. I don't read it like that, but I just took sway and wave and put it together, and I don't know. I just love both of those words.
Right.
I feel like it's kind of both of them kind of point who I am as a person. I'm just like chill dude, super wavy guy. So
I feel that.
What fitting?
What is, you said sway and wave? What does sway mean?
Sway, I love Sway in the morning, the radio show. I've met a couple people just like in Burlington who also go by Sway.
Okay,
so,
that's tough.
I just thought that was a cool last name.
No, it is for real. So how would you describe your music? Is there any type of genre or subgenre you would put it in?
Yeah, that's something I've honestly struggled with sometimes.
Yeah.
I like to say like conscious rap because that's like conceptually what the topics I talk about.
I definitely
talk
feel
about
that.
like meditation a lot, mindfulness, that stuff. But if you had to put it in like a subgenre that most people would be familiar with, I guess it would just be like lyrical, poetic rap, stuff like that. You know, very dense rhyme patterns. I'm very inspired by like Saba, MF Doom, JID, all those guys who are just like super dense with the bars.
What do you mean by rhyme patterns?
Just trying to rhyme words like within each line, not necessarily like the end word has to rhyme each time. Like I want the rhyme schemes to be happening all throughout each part of the verse, not just like on the downbeat of 4, you know?
I don't think I noticed that when I listened. I'm definitely going to pay attention to that next time.
That's something, I feel like that's something I've been growing a lot more recently. Like the older projects that are out now, like you probably can't really hear it as much, but the next project you're definitely like, there's a lot of dense rhymes. For sure.
A lot of layers to it. I feel that. That's what's up. So yeah, your album, The Conscious Chronicles, that's your last album that you dropped. Your first song, Introspective Intro, really set the tone for the rest of the album. Like you were saying, like it really is a conscious. You have a lot of conscious bars, and you talk on a lot of different topics and a lot of stuff. And I think some of my favorite songs, Introspective Intro, Took Too Much, and what is it, Conforming?
Conforming. Oh wait, Observing Conforming.
Observing Conforming. Yeah, that one's hard. Yeah, I'm gonna play a few of those during the break we take during this interview.
For sure. Yeah, those are also some of my favorites. I feel like they're some of the more raw songs as far as like me just opening up, talking about some personal stuff.
That's what I appreciate too.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I feel like that's part of who I am as an artist, is like, and part of why I write in general is a creative outlet. So I really have to be raw and genuine with what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah, facts.
I don't want to just be like talking about the same 5 topics that all rappers talk about. Like,
no, facts.
Nobody's going to listen to me if that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that makes it a lot harder
it's just
to get
irrelevant,
noticed.
But yeah, I feel like introspection is another thing that I should have said when I'm talking about subgenres. Also, just like free form verses. Like, I try not to write a lot of choruses.
Okay.
Especially on the next project, there's only going to be like 1 or 2 choruses, and the rest of the songs are just like a really long verse. You know, just because that's how I like writing.
Yeah.
I don't like to go into the songs with too much of like a concept or an idea. I kind of just like hear the beat, let the beat determine how I feel, and then use those emotions to kind of send me off in the direction, you know?
Yeah, that's hella interesting. Everyone's got their own process.
Right, yeah.
So who did you work with on the project? Anybody? I know you don't have any features. It's just you, which is really cool too, because it's
on the last project?
Yeah.
I do have just one feature.
Oh, do you?
I think with the homie Declan Levitt.
Okay.
Yeah, he also went to Western Alamance with me in Burlington. He was a acapella kid.
Okay.
I was in marching band, so
that's tough.
He also did some band with us, so I really love that kid. You know, he's a super nice guy. And shout out to him. He's got a spectacular voice. Like, easily one of the best singers that I've ever met personally.
Yeah.
So I've worked with him on the Conscious Chronicles. He's also got a feature on the upcoming project, and would love to work with him in the future for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I hear from the people that I've known that were in band, I hear some crazy stories.
Dude, I'm sure I could tell you some really messed up stuff.
Oh, yeah. People don't know. It's low key.
Yeah. There's definitely like a lot of bullying, a lot of like hierarchies, clique culture.
Yeah.
You think marching band, you think like, oh, it's just like a bunch of nerdy kids. They all probably friends with each other. Like, that's not how it is.
Yeah, a huge misconception.
Even like different instrument groups.
Word.
Like, sometimes don't like to talk to each other. You know, it's really interesting. Like the clarinets and the flutes. Sometimes like, because they're mostly girls for both, you know, that they be getting at each other's necks.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, have you or do you have any plans to shoot any music videos?
Yeah, dude, I've spent a lot of time thinking about doing it here in Raleigh somewhere, like going out to the skate spots, getting some clips there, throwing a bunch of skate clips in, you know, just posting up in front of like some cool graffiti or whatever, just getting some cool shots around town. But I haven't done anything yet. I really, really want to.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like having the time, being a student for one, you know, finding somebody who knows how to record a good music video, get the angles, get the lighting, all that type stuff. That's probably my main issue. Is like
Yeah, I feel you.
finding someone with a good camera who knows what they're doing. So
Yeah. Keep looking. I'm sure
if
you'll
anybody is into videography, hit me
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that around here.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, if I see something, I'll definitely try to put you on. So yeah, you hinted at it already, but your next album, do you have a time frame on when that might drop yet?
I'm hoping it'll be out before the summer. I actually have it all like recorded already.
Okay.
Just a matter of like getting it all together, getting it mixed, getting it mastered, getting the album cover together. I was thinking about like having a music video shot and like edited and everything before it drops, so that can drop as like a single before or just drop with the album. So depending on whether or not I actually do the video, that'll just kind of be determining whether it's going to be within the next few weeks or next few months.
All right. That's a bet.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for it yet?
I'm thinking about locals mostly.
Oh, I love that.
Everybody loves the concept of locals only. Like, I'm with my clique. Like
that was the name of my radio show last semester.
Locals only.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I changed it this semester to local legends.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I thought the idea of locals mostly. I forgot where I heard that from. Honestly, I had heard it from somewhere, and I was like, damn, I just take that.
Tough.
But
For real.
Yeah, I thought the idea of like, especially with skating culture now, a lot of people are just coming into it. Like, college kids are getting into it. They're just like looking for some culture to like attach themselves to.
I didn't realize.
So that's something that like me and the homies have been talking about. Is like skating culture is getting so big now. It's like
that's a relief.
You go to
honestly.
the park and it's like it's not gonna be ever just locals. There's almost always gonna be some new kid showing up out of nowhere, like trying to get into it. Like not trying to like disrespect people for coming into a culture late when you're older or whatever.
Facts.
You got to do what you got to do, but
we
I just
all
thought it was
have
interesting. Like a lot of people's cultures are just like getting invaded like that,
right,
sort of.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, that's interesting. 'Cause I was kind of worried that skateboarding was dying. I thought it was kind of. I didn't realize like college kids were getting into. I thought it was people start off when they're young, and if they don't get in then they usually don't. But
yeah, like back in the day at NC State, I'm sure like everyone that skated flat together like knew each other.
Yeah.
Now pretty much every time I go to flat, it's like I see somebody new with the board.
I see a whole lot of people out there.
Exactly.
I love it too. I love
cool.
the energy.
Like, I'm glad that the community's growing and they're trying to get rid of the stigma around it.
Right.
Which is really important too. So
yeah, for sure. Because not a lot of campuses let people skate.
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope that they let that happen.
I mean, dude, a couple of years ago, you literally couldn't even ride a board at App. Like,
for
you couldn't
real?
even have 4 wheels on the ground and push around, let alone
insane.
pop an ollie or do some tricks.
That's insane.
You can't do that, but you can at least ride now.
Yeah.
Great.
Progress.
Yeah, that's
Baby
what I'm saying.
steps.
One law at a time.
For real. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to leave you with introspective intro off of Swayve's latest album, The Conscious Chronicles. Y'all enjoy.
Man, it's been a minute since I was tripping about my mama catching me when I was sipping, smoking swishes in the building like some children. Now I'm filling up the room up to the ceiling with some smoke, and I'm feeling like a dope. Smoke alarm about to blow, making better decisions while still smoking heavy. I got precision with my actions, so you should study how I'm acting. All these tests that I'm passing, all these bongs that I'm packing, all these verses that I'm rapping can't distract me from a passion of making other people's days better. Not just being me and acting clever, till I got my own agenda working on myself and my mind. So I'm stacking up these vinyls so that I can get inspired whenever I'm feeling tired. Cause music is my lifeline. I got a song for every mood in my pastime. I just sit here bumping tunes in my past life. I must have been a rock star with the fast mind, driving fast cars, getting high as like the boys from Fast Times. But the new me got the fast rhymes with the fast racing mind. So many times I tried to unwind, but my mind never lets me unless I'm meditating. It's real bad when I'm testing or getting messed up by some girls that I'm texting. Trying to make moves with the misses, but they missing my vision. They wanna watch television, I wanna go on a mission. Smoke some weed, see how you feeling. I need a real connection, like a plug with a selection. Come over and see my vinyl collection. I'll put on a projection of my infection for you, but you reject like a reflex. I'm a dude that's not so complex. Your complexion is perfection. I could see you on a complex, but I had this recollection that relationships are always imperfection. There are always intersections and objections. I need to be objective, develop an effective collective with a perfected perspective that's reflective of my objectives, but still respective to my elders. Cause the flow is not effective if the OGs before me never wrote it and recorded it, then mastered it and murdered it. I got the unique word that make my verses worth it. I'm out here sidewalk surfing on cement. See me skating, doing tricks, where my ankle, they hurt like a...
Welcome back, everybody. I am still here with Swayve, and we're going to continue talking about his music journey. So, I really love how you incorporate skate culture into your music. We already touched on it a little, but you even have an EP called Sidewalk Surfer. How long have you been skating?
Man, just about as long as I can remember. So I was about 6 years old. I definitely took a pretty big break for about 4 years, I want to say, around middle school time. And that set me back as far as skills go. You know, I had to relearn a lot. Damn. And also once I was getting back into skating, we didn't have a park. We had YDG growing up in Graham, and I love that place. It's like my home, but they tore it down, you know, just skating culture. Just, it was. You're like, it's hard to think about. Like, I grew up in that warehouse, low key. I was there like Saturday and Sunday every day.
There's a warehouse?
Pretty much, yeah. They had outdoor and indoor park. It was so dope.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. They took that down like years and years ago. So we would skate Elon, and that's about all we had. So. Yeah,
okay.
You know, there's a couple stairs, a ledge, but like you get kicked out. And, like there's just nowhere really safe to go and learn. Like you do flat ground, that's it. So
for real, damn, that's tough. So why'd they shut it down? Too many things going on around
I guess I think the dude who owned it just couldn't keep up with it. You know, like there just wasn't enough skaters in Alamance County really to like even keep the place open.
Okay.
Like, he had a skate shop too that got shut down way before the park, and people ended up buying the park and like renovating it and trying to save it, like and that eventually failed. Like, you know, it's just low income area. Things just don't work out. It sucks.
You can tell that definitely affected the community.
Oh, big time, yeah. I mean, me and my brother had to quit our biggest passion in our lives, you know, like our lives completely changed. So it's sad.
You got a brother?
Shout out to the homie living in Seattle now. He got me into skating. We both started around the same time.
Word.
Yeah.
Older brother?
4 years older.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've both been skating for most of our lives. We both also took a big break around the same time. But yeah, he's loving skating out in Seattle, man. There's so much to do there.
Oh,
it's insane.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, the skate scene in Raleigh, I do want to touch on that too. It's pretty great here.
Please.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome.
Like, obviously the community can be toxic at times, or whatever. Just being you know, a bunch of ratty old skaters. But as far as like having support and a place to go and feel safe and, you know, meet great people, like I've met dozens and dozens of friends just through skating. You know, shout out SDP, all the homies from there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the beauty about skating. A lot of people that aren't in that scene don't realize like there's a huge community around it. And like we were saying, it means a lot to a lot of people.
A lot of support.
Do you see a connection between rapping and skating?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they've only grown to become more intertwined. But as far as I've been into rapping or been into hip hop, you know, like I can see the ties to skating for sure, especially looking at like Lupe Fiasco, Logic, Germ, Lil Nar, like all them skate, and they're all like, especially Germ, bro. Germ is so nasty at skating. It's
for
crazy.
Real.
And Lil Nar, like they're both really good. Yeah, I think there's no like skater rappers necessarily that are like, that's their main thing is like, I'm a skater and this is what I do. Like there's Nikel, who's like more of a pro skater than he is a rapper, but he also makes music and is really successful with it.
Right.
But yeah, I think the cultures are definitely going to be growing even closer in the future, and I want to definitely be a part of that, you know.
I think they have a lot in common, honestly, because sometimes both scenes have a hard time in the public's eye, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, they have a lot of stereotypes behind them. And yeah, I can see them converging and getting even closer in the future. And that's a cool kind of like thing to market.
Right.
Like a skating rapper
Exactly.
not a whole lot of those out there that are deep
Yeah,
into
for sure.
that.
Like, there's a bunch of similarities between like expressing yourself, like writing in a certain way, and rapping in a certain way. Like, everybody's got their own style skating, and everybody's got their own style
Exactly.
rapping. So
Yeah. Are you goofy or
I'm
regular
goofy,
for it?
yeah.
Okay. I feel like all the good skaters are goofy. The ones I've met.
That's funny. That's funny.
um. So is most of your family from Burlington? You got roots anywhere else?
Yeah. Well, my mom was actually born in Germany. So
Oh
yeah.
damn! Wow.
My father was stationed, or my grandfather was stationed there, and then they ended up moving
Word.
back to Virginia when she was like 6 or something. So I
Oh,
definitely got
that's what's up.
a lot of ties to like German culture. Don't really rap about it or talk about it too much, but yeah,
Yeah.
everybody else in my family is North Carolina.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm from Virginia actually. You
nice.
know what part of Virginia they were
I
living
think they
in?
like grew up in like Blacksburg,
Oh, okay.
Bristol,
Bet.
maybe.
Yeah, kind of like Central
Okay,
Virginia.
yeah. My grandfather
think.
lives in Richmond now. Yeah.
Okay, tough. Yeah, there's a whole lot
Yeah,
going
I'm
on out
sure.
there. Have you been able to experience the hip hop scene out here in the Triangle at all?
Just a little bit. I go to a lot of concerts, so
Oh, do you?
every time
Okay.
a good rapper comes around, I'll try and be there.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
go on to like a couple local shows, like
Yeah.
I think Transfer Food Hall. They had a
Oh,
concert
yeah.
like a month or two ago with Les the Genius and Sonny
Yeah.
Miles. Like,
Yeah.
that was really cool to see some local
Yeah, I
artists
love
that I
those two.
look up to a lot.
I really wish I could have made it to
Yeah.
that. I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
Les the
about.
Genius, dude. He's crazy rapper, like
Oh,
insanely
yeah.
talented.
Yeah, lyrical. Hella
Yeah,
lyrical.
I'd love to get
Literally
to know
is a
him, man.
genius.
Literally a genius. Respect.
He's a alumni.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, he used to go to state. He
Nice.
did a lounge
Oh, really?
last year. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, y'all can find that on WKNC's YouTube. Just type in Les the Genius, WKNC Lounge.
Nice.
But yeah, there is a lot going on out here in the Triangle, rap wise, hip hop wise at least. There's a lot of different groups and a lot of different things going on. I've been really trying to stay plugged in and connect and try to put everybody on and just provide more exposure for it.
Yeah,
really.
I would love to get more involved in it for sure. Like, I know about 47
Yeah.
Eyes on Me with Joey Zen.
Oh wow! I just heard about
Yeah.
Joey Zen.
Yeah, shout out to the
Yeah, I
homie.
have
He's
heard of him.
super talented as well. He's also on like the mindfulness, consciousness kind of wave,
Yeah,
trying to have
he
some
is.
intellectual content in our raps.
That's what's up. Yeah, WKNC is actually having an event. They have one every year as like a fundraiser because we are a nonprofit, and it's called a Double Barrel Benefit. And so we have locals, or at least North Carolina locals from each genre, 2 from each genre, perform. It's a 2-day thing. It's gonna be at the Poorhouse.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be pretty lit. Yeah, we got some Durham and actually another NC State alumni.
Yeah, you have to
performing
remind me.
for
I need to
our-
pop out to that for sure.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear more from me on that for sure. So, who did you listen to the most growing up?
Oh, man, growing up, a lot of
Yeah.
my dad's classic rock, that's for sure.
Okay.
Honestly,
yeah,
didn't.
That's interesting.
There was a point in time where like didn't understand rap. Honestly, I was just like, they're
I
just
feel you.
rapping too fast, like, and the content, I was too young to understand that too. Like, it was just going
Takes
straight
time.
over my head. And then in high school, I started getting into lo-fi a lot, and those essentially just hip hop instrumentals for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
But that just got me into like the sound of hip hop, and then I started getting into lyricism and finding rappers that said things that I resonated with, and then just started getting into hip hop from there. And ever since then, I've been a huge hip hop head. There's like very few people I know that are more into it than I. Yeah.
I love to hear it, man. Yeah, there's a few of us hip hop
No,
heads
dude,
out here.
we're a rare breed for sure, though.
Yeah. I've put countless hours just digging.
I know, dude. Like,
digging deep in the
my
crates.
SoundCloud has just got millions of reposts. Like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty deep on Spotify too. So who are some of your favorite artists that you've been listening to lately?
Honestly, recently, I've been getting into like a lot of old jazz, international music.
Oh,
Been kind of like getting out of hip hop a little bit, but
yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Les the Genius for sure.
Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, shout out Les.
Trying to think of some other rappers, new discoveries. It's pretty tough off the top of my head, but
One of my favorite North Carolina rappers is Tia Corinne. Have you heard of her?
I think I heard her on one of your sets. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, she's actually from Winston-Salem. She's actually kind of blowing up right now. She got Kenny Beat produces a couple songs for her.
Whoa.
Yeah. She made a song for Bojangles. They partnered and they paid her.
Dude, that's crazy.
For real. Yeah, I'm really happy to see businesses, even local businesses. I know they're chained still, but they are from North Carolina. But yeah, I love to see businesses connecting with rappers because like that's a real thing that can happen, like marketing wise.
Dude, yeah, working with Kenny and Bo, like that's gonna blow her up like crazy.
Yeah, she got a different flow. I'm definitely gonna send you some of her music.
I'm trying to think of the song I heard on her set, but I was like really vibing with it.
Yeah, yeah, it's different. Another one of my favorite local rappers is Juice Lord from Durham. Yeah, he's on that conscious type too, but a different type of conscious. More aggressive, more I guess activism. Okay. Yeah, it's really tough. He really speaks.
Yeah, I also got put on to Shmoney Mo recently. I don't know if you know about him. He just put on a little concert on campus last night at Flat.
Oh, last night?
We were just out there vibing. It was super sick. So shout out to him.
He's local?
I think he goes to state. Yeah, my homie put me on to him. So
for real? Okay. I need to hit him up.
He's super cool. Yeah, he's very ambitious, very talented dude. You know, he's definitely got like the right characteristics to be a rapper.
So I like to ask a couple random questions just to further get to know you better. First of all, what's your favorite place to eat around here?
Bro, I gotta shout out Wings Over Raleigh, bro. I be maining there so much. I just.
What's your favorite?
I get the hot lemon pepper, the spicy teriyaki.
Lemon pepper.
Yeah, it's essentially
That's
just like
buffalo
sauce with lemon pepper on top of it.
Oh wow!
So it's like a dry rub and a sauce, and it's just like. It's so good.
That's like the best of both worlds. That's why some people don't like lemon pepper.
Yeah.
It's not a sauce.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can also get the lemon pepper seasoning on their waffle fries. Oh my god.
What was it called?
Wings Over Raleigh. It's literally like right on Hillsborough, like right next to campus. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Right next to Good Guy Babes.
Yeah. Oh, word. Yeah, they got a shop over there. There's a thrift shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is.
Yeah, out the box. Yeah, they actually were behind Good Guys in the same building, but now they're like in their own unit in the same building on the end. Yeah,
good for
so
them.
They came up for sure. They got a bigger space to work with, but those guys are super cool. I was actually talking with the owner about doing part of my music video there too, which would just be cool to
Oh hell yeah!
Have the ambiance.
No,
of the
for
store.
Real. Yeah, because that thrift store, they got a lot of fly stuff. Like it's not a regular thrift. It's more like a boutique.
Yeah, like you can go in there and like sell your they got a lot of like hype beast stuff. A lot of it's not just like old vintage thrift you get at Goodwill, you know.
How many hours of sleep do you get a night? I'm just curious.
No, I love that question. I'm all about the sleep, bro. I try and go for like 8 hours. You know, a lot of people are probably like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
A college kid getting 8 hours? Like, what?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I need my sleep for sure.
I hear you, man. I do too. I try to get less sleep just so I can work on more stuff, but it's really hard for me not to get 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that like tries to get up at like 7 and like be working my tail off in the morning so I can like be chilling by like 3 or 4. So,
bro, same.
I be getting to bed a little early, you know.
I feel that. No, I do.
I don't understand why people be starting parties at like 11 o'clock. I'm like, bro, let's start at 7 so we can be done at like 12. I can go home.
Yeah, you'd be a great venue.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Concert's 5 o'clock.
Everyone, get the hell out of here. Go to bed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, y'all get your sleep out there. I know you college kids aren't getting your sleep.
There's a whole lot of people not getting sleep, honestly. But all right, man. I'm going to start closing things out. Is there anything you'd like the listeners to know? Shout out your your social medias where they can find your music,
Yeah,
all
you
that?
can find me Swayve STP on Instagram. I don't really use social media that much, but
Yeah.
definitely look me up. Yeah, you can check me out on all platforms. My music's pretty much everywhere. Just Swayve, SWAYVE. Be on the lookout for locals mostly coming out next couple months. Shout out to Ayo Norm,
You got some sick
John,
videos
Joe,
up
Carolina
there.
producers. So yeah, putting on for the homies. Yeah, I got some really talented friends. So gotta show some love. Gotta support them. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Love it. Hell yeah. Yeah, locals only. Locals only, local legends. Yeah, for sure. Definitely gotta put that out there. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you again for sharing your story. It was a whole lot of fun. And I'm sure our
Your boy
listeners
Swayve.
have enjoyed it too. I actually appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in. And you can check out my interviews that I've done with other local artists at wknc.org/podcast and click on Off the Record. I am DJ Whippopatomus, and I was here with on WKNC 88.1 FM HD1 Raleigh. I'm going to send y'all off with one more song by Swayve called Observing Conforming. Y'all be easy, and don't forget to show some love to the people around you.
Shout out Young Swish.
Tell me what it is you want. I know I come in up blunt. It's cause I don't front. I don't beat around the bush, Ever since I started smoking on that kush, I started seeing all these issues with the norms that conform to these ways of living that I found born. I ignore them, the results of extortion. I implore them to start exploring, but all I'm doing is storing. While I'm soaring, born, torn in foreign places. Observing culture through so many different faces. Adoring all these people of so many different races. A racist can never leave their spaces. They're basic, not complacent, always complaining. I don't associate with hatred. I've been across the nation and to other countries on vacation. Seen hella junkie bummies and they undies bluntly asking for money because they hungry. It's complicated like a constellation. Trying to create cultivation of cultures for vultures who scoping for new corporations to tell them what to do and what to say and where to move and how to pray. They control your life in every way and you don't even notice. They're tracking your every play. Tell me what it is you want. I know I come in up blunt. It's cause I don't front. I don't beat around the bush, Ever since I started smoking on that kush, I started seeing all these issues with the norms that conform to these ways of living that I found born. Well, this is my warning. The man is in your browser history and listening to everything you say. Acting like they know you putting ads in your face. I'm an activist for privacy and net neutrality in every place. The government is such a disgrace. I feel stuck in this place. I don't get enough sun every day. I tell myself I had enough fun. All work, no play. So I don't procrastinate, but I still smoking every day. And I ride my own way.
Shout out Young Swish.